guys, I just wanted to tell y'all, even though I'm planning on doing a lot of bass fishing content on my channel because I'm a bass fisherman, that I am by no means the authority to teach people a lot of things. Shut up, chickens. I highly suggest YouTube channel Intuitive Angling with Randy Blockett. Randy's an old guy like me. He's been around a long time. He's been there, done that. Bassmaster Classic qualifier. He's won several big tournaments. Good fisherman. He's got a unique way of sharing things sometimes you wish he wasn't sharing. Him and this Johnny Schultz kid are doing some really in-depth things, and I really think it, as much as I'm going to try to show y'all, if you're meat and potatoes bass fishing like so many people are, go to his channel, Intuitive Angling with Randy Blockett on YouTube. I guarantee you that you guys will get some stuff off that you'll never get from me because I'm not smart enough to share it. Thank you. Dale Verts here, ODW, Hickbilly Outdoors. Little bass fishing talk today. Don't get on to me about the sunglasses, guys. It's freaking bright. It's hot. Still, my lord, it's middle of July. Talk a little bit about some bass fishing. What makes a good year for topwater fishing? Some years are better than others. I've noticed that. Geez, this is my 44th year, I think, bass fishing. I fished 20 plus years competitively, fished a lot of tournaments. I guided for almost 20 years. Some years are better than others. And the reason I bring that up is because this year sucks. I can't get a good topwater bite going to save my soul. I had a one day back in April when there was a bite and a buzzbait, and I had a 4 and a 6. Lost another one about 4, I believe. Since then, I haven't caught 10 bass on a topwater bait of any kind. I don't know why that is. Now I'm just fishing the one body of water, my home lake, 115-acre lake over here. I'm competing in this iBass, Ultimate Bass iBass internet deal. But what makes some years different or better than others? I remember 1994 was a tremendous topwater year, but I knew why. The water temperature in 1994 barely ever got out of the 70s. It made for a year where the fish stayed shallower, even the deeper fish suspended higher, and they ate topwater baits like a spook up pretty much all summer long. Unfortunately, that was also the year that we got the largemouth bass virus. Maybe some of y'all don't remember that. It impacted us pretty heavy. The water temperature never got hot enough to kill off the microbes and things that create issues with bass. We lost a tremendous lot of our largemouth bass all across the country. I mean, I'm thinking we lost well over half our adult fish here in Missouri. But anyway, that being said, it was a cool year. Water temperature stayed 75, 77 degrees, rarely got over 80, and they bit topwaters. It was that and shallow cranks. I mean, that was my deal. I had several good Redman finishes back in the old Redman days then. I went to Redman Regional on a spook and a baby 1 minus. So what do you think? What makes that happen? Why is this year horrible? I have had one bite on a frog. And I'm fishing good looking frog stuff. I'm fishing lily pads and grass and crud. And that bite was so subtle, such a small fish, I think he thought it was his mama. He was looking for some milk. It was a horrible bite. A couple days ago, I was fishing the evening. I did have one fish. That's one of those, this is not actually a sprinkler. It's one of those sprinkler, whatever they call them, stupid name. But fish catching machines, actually my biggest bass ever come on that funky little bait. Can't believe it, but it does things that a lot of other baits don't do. And I was chunking it around. I had a 13-inch bass just come up and destroy it, and it's the only bite I had on it. I probably threw it for an hour and a half. And yes, I still do use the old, and that's old. That's a 1978 model. Don't judge me. That thing's been there, done that, and the day it dies, I'm gonna put it on a wall somewhere because it's a true hero. But anyway, so what do you think? What makes it happen? I don't get it because I've seen it over and over. I know day to day, some days are better top water days. An old fishing buddy of mine years ago said that if you have a dew point that's high enough where you have heavy dew, you know, I'm talking a boat full of water dew, that the fish won't bite top waters very good. And by golly, it kind of seems to be somewhat true. Um, Some of my best top water bite days are days like today, sunshine and not cloudy days. I have fished a fair number of cloudy, rainy days this year, and I just can't make it happen. Water clarity has a lot to do with good top water bites, and this has been a turbid year. We've had a lot of rain, but turbid water and buzz baits go together just hand in hand like a kiss and a hug. They fit together. You know, I don't understand. I'd like to have some input from you guys. Because I love top water fishing. Bass fishing is all about the caboose. The crappie and catfishermen, they're like, you bass fish? They kind of look down their nose at me. Of course, the guys in fancy bass boats and the big old puppy squash tire trucks and stuff, I guess it turns them off, but that's not me. I would just soon catch a bass on a topwater as catch 4 or 5 on a plastic worm unless they weigh about 8 pounds apiece, and I don't care. Those there spooks been good to me over the years, and it's just so much fun to fish. There's an art to it. I throw it in places most people won't throw a topwater bait. I can make it walk around things. I can do things with that bait I can't do with any other bait. And it's not happening. I have not had but a couple. Maybe I had one little short. Yeah, I had one little bitty bass. One morning on a spook. I had a couple fish make passes at it. I don't get it. It don't make no sense to me. I've had a 4-pounder on a chug bug one morning. Man, when you can remember all the fish you've caught on top waters in a year's time, that chug bug right there, a beat up old man, talk battle scarred veteran. Look at that. I don't know if you can see how beat up that thing is. Good old bait. I had a 4-pounder on that one morning, maybe some other shorts, but that was a day I caught 5 big fish flipping a worm, and that 4-pounder didn't even go in my bag for eye bass. So anyway, let me know what you think. What makes a good topwater year? Is it just the lace? Because I mean, I'm talking about across the board. I've had good years and bad years, so-so years. Right now, the way things have been, I don't even see a need to pack a topwater bait. I mean, and a buzz bait is here in Missouri, is a 10-month, at least a 9-month, not 10-month lure. Chuck and wind that buzz bait, you're going to get bit. And man, I mean, I have ground a buzz bait down to where there ain't much left of them this year, and it ain't working. So let me know what you think. If y'all are throwing a Zara spook, this obviously is not the hooks that came on it. Split rings that attach it to the hardware are a necessity to catch fish on, to hook up with fish on a spook and keep them hooked. That heavy clip, I think that's a number 3 clip, or a big heavy split ring is a necessity to make that spook do what you want to do to give it that freedom. Those right there, good hooks, split rings, and that right there will make you a spook fisherman, will catch you a lot of fish. And I'm talking about that, by the way, frog fishing. These frogs are designed, they fish and slop and crap and nothing else will go through. They come through pretty well. I make some changes to them too, mostly stuff I stole from other people. But when it comes to these frogs, they don't just fish slop and pads and grass. Get a chance, throw them on open banks. Throw them in places you throw that spook. Standing timber. Oh my gosh, boat docks. You can skip these things underneath walkways into slips, and they have a different action, a different look than a spook. A couple years ago, it was missing a spook, which is a problem with topwater fishing, is missing it bad. I opened a rod box up. I think I was looking for something different, maybe a soft jerk bait, and there's a frog rod. I'm getting bit regular on that spook, so I pull that frog rod out, and on a rip-rap bank, commenced to catching them on that frog. I mean, catching them good. they were choking it. Why? I don't care. Don't you worry yourself out trying to analyze that stuff. Don't worry about it. Just it ain't necessarily for junky, ugly water fishing. It can be thrown in open water like any other bait. Bass don't care. And it, man, like I said, it skips underneath docks. You can wing that thing a long ways back in there, and sometimes it comes out connected to a big old green mouth. So that's pretty cool. Thanks, guys, for watching. Go to ultimatebass.com. Great website. Go to the discussion forum. Great bunch of guys. The safest, cleanest, easiest to get along with guys on the planet. Yeah, one sword sharp as another. Everybody can't get along all the time, but the amount of knowledge on that site is tremendous. Go to that. Mike and Lori Cork are doing a great job running that site. I have a blog on it, which means I write articles once in a while, mostly just like this, meandering crud, but maybe get something you like. But anyway, there you go. I'm Dale Verts. Be glad that you're not. This is hickbilly stuff. This ain't no hillbilly. Anybody can be hillbilly. I'm a hickbilly. God bless y'all. Let me know what you think about this topwater. See you later.